No.
You're good.
Hey, Gavin.
Please don't Jones barbecue foot
You're
Jones barbecue foot massage.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it. You guys are not muted, so every time you talk, everybody gets all jacked up.
Okay, I want to say for a short story, who all was here? Raise your hand if you were here for 8th grade marching.
Can't relate.
No.
Okay, a few of you. So
A lot of them, those that were behind you.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
most of them are here.
there's a few. Do you remember when Drumline ate 12 plates of cookies all by themselves?
Oh my god.
What a
I thought
time.
that was
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Sorry, what?
I said, do you remember when Drumline ate 12 plates of cookies by ourselves? But you weren't there, Malachi.
Yeah, I wasn't there because I don't remember this.
Yeah, this was my 8th grade year. It was a while.
Way to listen,
Eighth grade,
Malachi.
we went to Wesleyan. Yeah, this freshman year.
Freshman year, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Behind you. Behind.
Because there's a
Drum
camp,
case.
so at Camp Caesar we
I
had,
thought we went to
we had, like-
Caesar and
There's
then
a charger plug in.
no, we went to Wesleyan then. But
Okay.
at Camp Caesar we had lunch tables that had plates of cookies in the middle. And whenever you ran out, you just went up to the desk and they were like, okay, here, we'll refill it. So the drummer like completely knocked out the plate and went up and just repeatedly got more.
We
They
made
didn't
them.
even
over
finish
again.
the plate.
We
They would
made-
dump them on the table and then like go get another plate. So they had this mound of cookies. And I looked over and I was like, what?
They ran out of cookies.
Screw it.
They fully ran out of cookies, and they were like, sorry, we don't have any more. And Furby got the last cookie, so he was like, yeah, celebrating, and Kohler snatches it away and eats it.
Who remembers when Kohler just said ban giraffe time and like 3 people turned around and started twerking?
No, I don't
Let's forget about that.
I don't remember that
I
either.
did a
It was great.
demonstration. I wasn't a part of it.
demonstrate. I don't remember.
Come on,
this.
Zach, let's see it. I got another one.
Come on, Zach, I want to see your best giraffe.
I've never participated in giraffe time. I need to be taught.
One
Years
year
ago.
It
Logan, you
Giraffe
did
time was another
participate.
breed of
Marking
stuff.
time, but instead of like,
Instead of coming
Four.
up, it was like,
hear me out, Logan, me doing that.
Shelby would be, no.
Or, hear me out.
Okay.
Do you remember when Cage rolled his bass drum down the stands onto a little child?
That was,
That was a
Hannah's
hard
like,
to have.
yeah.
Do you remember when Logan went through 4 different hair colors and onesies?
I remember that, and I
is
wasn't.
that this year?
Was that yesterday?
Or when I fell down the
That
hill
last night.
twice. Oh, wait, do you remember? This is when we were like first marching in 8th grade. I had the bass drum on for like the first time and my knee gave out and I sounded like a trash can and everybody thought I was a trash can that fell over.
Oh yeah.
And then turn around, it was me on the ground like a turtle.
Oh my goodness. So last year we were at, I think it was Forest Festival, and I was standing up like at the front of like, we were just kind of in the road waiting for our turn to like go out. And there was this, it was almost like one of those, an easel, like they put like canvases on, and they had this sign that was like advertising for the Forest Festival or whatever. Well, the wind was blowing like hard that day, and so it blew through and knocked the sign over. Well, Leah ran over there and picked it up, and as soon as she picked it back up, she was walking back towards us, and I like got ready and got like my best airbender pose, and like threw my arms forward, and as soon as I did, it threw the whole entire thing off of the easel and like slammed it down on the ground, and everybody immediately looked at me, and I was like, yeah.
I had to
Yeah,
pick it
I did
back
that.
up.
It was honestly amazing.
It
It
was.
was awesome.
He is an airbender.
And had it not happened, I
Like
would
we
have
told
been like an idiot, just like getting ready for an airbender thing and nothing happening. But it was on point.
Can we just talk about how Sarah's picture is perfect? And I love it.
Me too, honestly.
I can't relate. I don't have any
Remember
Remember that one time Logan
Yeah, you do.
fell out of
Remember
the-
that one time?
Yes.
You did that happy cowboy dance.
Remember
and
that
cheered
one
everybody
time
up and
Michaela
everybody
Weaver
was
tried to freak me out big time to Not the truth.
Okay, a lot of things happened
Hold
in
on.
that time frame.
I don't even know if you can see me. They can't see me. Never mind.
Mm-mm.
Laying on the floor like a turtle, dying, going. Hell yeah.
Remember
In
that
my
one
defense,
time
I've
that Zach
tried.
didn't eat anything the last day of band camp? It was like,
was literally senior
well, maybe that's why I feel sick.
I ate the last day. Excuse you.
I remember that. That was.
You can only eat the same food a certain amount of time before it just gets nasty.
Like I know that I ate every meal that day and all week.
They're talking about today.
Yeah, gummy hen.
Like we eat a different thing every day, and he was just like, nope, not gonna do it today.
I did eat today.
And he went home.
Yeah.
You ate today at 11 a.m.
And that was it.
It was actually closer to like noon.
Yeah.
But like
Imagine being a rat.
Imagine. Oh, rats.
Imagine using a dinner case as a coffin because you're Ellie and you die.
Imagine getting too excited about McDonald's and almost falling on the way down there.
Oh, I have another story.
Do it.
I just forgot it.
I
Hold
literally
on.
put my flags up there and I forgot to put the foot step and I fell and I was hanging over the chair and Logan forgot my slowly looked up
I
at
was
me.
just thinking about it.
Imagine-
I have one.
Okay.
What about that?
This is
Go for it.
I'll tell every year featuring Michaela Weaver.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
One time at
Band
Hershey
camp.
Park.
Wait. This one time.
This one time on a band trip, we were at Hershey Park and we went on the thingies that like take you up really fast and then drop you down like. And Michaela Weaver was scared, literally peeless, and she peed her pants.
No.
It gets better. She didn't want to admit that she peed her pants, so she sat in a puddle to hide the fact that she peed herself.
Oh my
And
god.
when we asked what happened, she looks at me, and I look at her, and I go, and she goes, I fell in a puddle, and I lost it.
My favorite story of all time. Just, I'll never live it down.
No, you won't.
I remember at Hershey Park, it was the big yellow roller coaster that started at an angle like this at the beginning. And Triton and James had convinced me to go on it. So I was like, it was Triton, me, James. And it started, and I was already on the verge of tears. And it goes down, and I cry. I get off, and they're like,
Why would you listen to Triton and James?
Sarah, I don't know. I was stupid. Anyways, I get off of it, and I say, that's enough roller coasters for me. And I'm shaking so bad.
Do you remember last year at band camp when Triton literally jumped into that lake saving the stick that Gavin threw away because Ben loves that stick more than his family? It's in his car right now. And now
Wait, what?
So this one time,
please take and have a cameo.
I found this stick last year leaning up against a tree
Beat you
while we
to
were
it.
doing
Already
sectionals.
told it.
And I snatched it up and I was like, wow, somebody cut it to be a walking stick and then just left it. And I was like, okay. Well, Gavin had this vendetta against my stick and wanted it dead and gone. So in the middle,
Gavin, how could you?
we had like a little break in between songs, and Gavin decides to walk up and snatch it and run. I mean, he was hauling it straight towards the lake.
Never ran faster in my life.
He got as fast as he could. I jumped off the podium. I booked it after him, but I couldn't quite make it. He took it and lobbed it like right out into the water. Well, the water was shallow in that part, and it was mostly leaves. And Triton looks at me and he goes, hold on. And I was like, oh no, he's going in. He's like, I'm getting it. And he goes out there and steps through all the water on top of the leaves and goes and grabs this stick, so that I could take it home. And I now have my initials as well as Triton Tennant's initials carved into this stick. And it is staying in this band room.
Forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
Another stick.
I'll be sure to watch right now.
Hear me out.
Back and it's not here.
The stick is here, which means it's no longer making his car a mess.
No,
So
it's fine. I take this thing with me everywhere.
he does. He sleeps with it. I'm convinced. He loves it more than he
He'd
loves
have bad luck if he didn't have it.
Yeah.
Ben, hear me
Six,
out.
good luck.
Seal it and then like paint your guys' initial.
Yes.
And just fill it with the
Like a-
future field commander's
You should do it
initials.
black and silver and keep it. That could be a spirit stick.
He was gonna. He had a plan to have
We can
every
hang it up
field
in the office so
commander.
nobody can ever touch it.
Yes.
I want to see.
The
I wanna,
ultimate
climb on the wall.
The ultimate spirit
So
stick.
what if somebody
Risa,
used it
hear
in
me
the
out.
same
The
spot
ultimate
every
spirit
day
stick.
and they just left it there and then you took it?
What?
Oh my gosh.
This was
I
somebody
missed
else's
that.
stick.
She said
I
one of
will
someone
admit,
left it there
'cause they
every
had-
day and come back and
Like
gone
they
the
saw
next
the
day
top
took
and the
it.
bottom clear off like flat.
Ben,
So it was intentional. However,
Ben, I have a question.
yeah.
What would you do if someone accidentally broke it?
You can't break it. I
It's
tried.
unbreakable.
What would you?
That's the good luck.
I have
Wait, you actually tried, Joey?
to burn
This
it.
is
I've
made-
tried to get rid of this stick, and
Malachi,
it doesn't die.
This stick is made from the finest oak this side of the Mississippi, my friend.
This
thing-
I'm pretty sure I could break it.
Yeah, we crossed the Delaware.
Okay, so actually.
Okay. Does
Yeah,
anybody?
give it to me and my grandpa, and I'm pretty sure we can break it within the first few minutes.
No.
Does anybody remember last year when we had to walk like between the like creeks or the river, the ponds or whatever to get to the where we had sectionals, and Ben would literally just like leap across it because there were frogs and he didn't want to go anywhere near them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't do frogs.
One time at band camp I cried.
You're just like my mom. My mom's scared of frogs.
We were walking home, or we were walking back to the cabin, and it was dark out, so I couldn't see if
Oh,
they
I
were
was
there.
there.
And so we're walking, and it was fine. It was fine. We got like halfway out like the little island thing, and then I hear like a chirp like directly next to my foot, and I was like, nope, all done. They're just gonna have to. I'm leaving. I was out of there.
You didn't just run.
No,
You were
Ben.
behind me running like
He was jumping all over the place.
I was
I'll
less.
have you know, Ben, we almost put a fake frog on your bed.
No, Ben. There was this time
He
where
I overcome his fear. He picked up a frog, like a little frog, when he went camping one time, and sent me a picture of him holding a frog.
It happened.
Yay!
But then I tried to pick up another one, and it didn't go as well. I didn't like him as much.
Fine.
yeah, Ben. There was this time where I scared my mom by putting a leaf on her shoulder and saying, "Mom, there was a frog." She looked back. She freaked out.
That sounds about right. I don't blame her.
I don't know why she still loves me.
Frogs ain't it cheap.
For all the stuff I told, I don't know why.
Vanessa, Ben, Hannah, do y'all remember our section mascot?
Yes, how could you not? We had
I
the
don't.
coolest mascot. We got
I
him.
don't.
What?
We got him when? What was that? Freshman year?
We got him when we were voting for
Yeah,
sections.
it was your guys' freshman year because Charles was there. We were at
Where's
camp.
Charles?
Happy Charles!
Charles.
It was a little caterpillar. He named
Oh,
it Fury.
and he left his saxophone in his car, and all of his cork grease
Yeah.
was messed up, and his saxophone was just not working that day.
What was his name? Jerry? Why am I thinking Jerry? Is that right or am I wrong?
Yeah. Right.
It's Jerry.
Yeah.
It's Jerry.
Jerry. I miss Jerry.
Live on, Jerry. Live long and prosper.
I was just raising 17 here. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
Ben,
6,
but it left my
7,
name, but when we got back from band camp, last year, literally the stick was just sitting there and I was like, this is my chance. And I literally went to chuck it up in the dumpster from where they put all that crap in the auditorium. And I think it was you and Logan. You were like, don't do it! Don't do it! And then it goes and steps it up.
All
What
right.
is this speech supposed to consist of? I do have a question about the whole stick story.
Yeah.
Ben, did you jump that tree stump?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He
In
did.
front of the cabin, there was a giant tree stump.
Yeah, he
Describe
jumped
it
it.
to
Oh
me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
It was, yeah.
Massive. Like,
I
Like-
think.
no.
Taller than
taller
that.
than
No,
that.
like it was here because I tried to jump up on it and I was like,
Because I literally was like, did he just jump?
Like a
that?
little bit higher than that.
Yeah.
That's probably
definitely
about the
did.
right height.
Yeah, he
Wow.
definitely jumped it because I had the stick and I was running. And he was like, "No, you're not." And he.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because she
no,
was
me and
running
I
away
had
with
first
it, and
go
I was like
with the-
hunting
with
her
that
down. And then I came up to the stump, and she like went around it and kept like going like the back and forth thing. So I was like, okay, I've got to get up on top because then there's nowhere she can go. So I like literally like leaped up on top of the stump.
he said,
It was worth it.
Remember last
Yeah,
year when
works
I
hard.
threw Wilder up on my shoulders and threw him into the pool and the lifeguard didn't think I could do it? That was great.
So the worst part about that though was, so I'm sitting out on the porch,
Ooh,
you know,
we got a person.
every
Supreme
yeah.
leader.
every night of band camp, every night of band camp, I had to be the I don't know, the
Therapy
counselor, the
person?
therapist, every single night. I don't even know how many of you I had to talk to.
Very true.
And I'm sitting out on the front porch
No, we're talking
talking
about
to
what,
two
3 or
people
4?
about
Yeah.
this, and all of a sudden, here come Ben and Shelby running out, and I just literally am like, what just happened?
I had the stick. I
Like,
got
I'm like, do I
the
need to go? Like,
The year before was like big old therapy section.
No, yeah, my first year was definitely therapy
Guys, there were
sessions.
so many close calls. I could have had that stick gone so many times if I just had a little bit longer legs.
What's this in my hands?
Me.
Oh, it's my.
Here,
That's
Here,
so
do you want my legs? You want me to just like detach my legs to give them to you?
Yes.
It was great. And then, do you remember whenever we all had our
Not at all.
Pokemon Go kick during that
Oh
camp?
my gosh.
I feel like one of his
And
legs. got
everybody
way
was
too
chasing
bad.
around pseudo-woodos at the lunchroom.
Hey, I'm a
I'm a star. I'm a big.
All right,
Alright,
so
Logan, speeches.
we're going to start with our speeches. Logan gets to go first,
Logan.
and we're gonna go in alphabetical order by last name. You get 2, not 20 minutes. 2 minutes.
2, not.
When does it start?
2 minutes.
Wait,
Now.
we all have to
Everybody-
chant Logan first.
Okay.
Oh, also, please try, like, when somebody's giving their speech, please be quiet, because if not, it's gonna go.
I don't.
Yeah. Be
Okay,
quiet.
that is my speech. Just mute them before you start talking.
That means you guys in the room.
Yeah.
We just.
I just got home.
My name's Logan. I'm a senior. Oh, I should probably look on there.
Wait, he hasn't started the time. I thought we were supposed to Logan first.
Logan, 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 Logan.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I started band in 6th grade and started marching band in 9th grade. I was a clarinet. I'm a bass clarinet for concert season. Now I'm color guard captain with Shelby and band commander. Yeah, so it's cool. Honestly, if I didn't have band, I would probably be dead. Really, honestly. I started band when I was in a really dark place in my life, so it's kind of an escape, and getting lost in the music is something that I like to do a lot, and just, performance. The Morgans are really great people and will literally text you at 3 a.m. when you're bawling your eyes out and can't breathe. Seriously.
Accurate.
I experienced that personally.
Or, take your whole lunch break. Have
Yeah.
an hour-long phone call.
Pull you out of 3rd block so you can cry about your cheating boyfriend, that too.
All of them.
Anyway, I guess for my speech, I kind of just want to encourage you guys that I know we're not big in number, but we can be big with our attitudes and our confidence and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be about the numbers. It doesn't have to be about, all the thingies that we win, because I know this year is going to be a lot different. But get lost in the music, feel the music, and bond with your sections. Like, Guard literally had a 3 minutes dance break to literally embarrass ourselves just so we bond a little more, and that's perfectly fine. One thing that I encourage, do not lie to the Morgans, because that's stupid. They always know when you're lying. And I don't want to use the phrase take advantage of, but definitely go to them if you need them, because they'll be there for you. And they won't hesitate either. So, yeah, that's about it. Love band. Love you guys. And I didn't write anything, so that's all I got. Yay!
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, next is Alyssa.
Huh?
You're out.
Yeah.
Batson comes after Barber.
Go Braxton! Braxton!
Oh, rats.
Rat. Hear me out. No, because then that would make me
No.
next.
We should cheer for everybody.
Yeah.
Liz!
Ew. I hate.
All right, go for it.
Oh.
Hear me out.
Ready? Go.
Hear me out. Okay. I started band in 6th grade. Started marching in 8th grade. Flute for the first 2 years.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Piano for 1. We don't talk about the next year.
She quit. Boo! But she came back.
Yay!
To the best section ever.
And then
Accurate.
went to guard to twirl.
So you've been.
All right.
So,
So,
why did you come back to band?
I missed you guys. I cried a lot. I'm gonna be real. A lot. And I know I cry a lot, but it was like a lot. But I think what the real reason was is because I didn't feel like I was being challenged by Kohler, I guess, and it just kind of took everything out of me, threw it on the ground, and stomped on it, and I was just like, ugh. And then, they came along, and I was just like, nice people.
Wow, people that actually care about me.
How strange.
Like these nice people.
What are they?
What is nice people?
So, I guess what I'm getting at is band is cool. I enjoy it. I like the people in it. I like you guys. They may all sound like questions, but they're not.
I'm a little confused.
Me too.
Do you want to be done yet?
Yeah.
Who's up next? Shall we?
Shelby.
Stand up.
Get out.
Remember that one time at band camp I made an awful sound dragging a thing across the floor?
What about the time you dragged your leg across the floor?
You have leather on your thighs.
He's okay.
Hi. I'm Shelby, for those of you who don't know me. I've only been in color guard for 2 years. I started as a junior, and I've done a little bit of everything throughout high school, and I have to say this is honestly the best thing that I've ever done in high school. I've been in the sports teams. They're not fun. The coaches don't care about the kids. It's not a good time. But here, the Morgans are gonna adopt me, right? They're my parents now. This is my home. I'm gonna live at the school. This is how this is happening.
Wait, I thought you were gonna live at my house.
I mean, yeah, but like, no, you're not.
What the crap? I choose first.
Me and Shelby called first.
Yeah. Anyways, this is more of a family than I've experienced anywhere else altogether. And if there's one thing I really want to like, don't let these friendships that you've made in band fade away, because these in this room on the virtual thing are some of the best friends I will have for the rest of my life. And I know if I ever need anybody to go to, I can go to any one of these people, including the Morgans. So I love you guys. I don't know how to do speeches, but I think I'm done.
You saw me.
Who's next?
Bye.
Give it.
Point to me.
Okay.
So if they're supposed to adopt you and they adopt you, that makes you two siblings.
Yeah, you gotta be adopted.
You aren't getting adopted.
You gotta be
Listen,
adopted
if
first.
they're adopting, I'm going first. I call it.
No,
I'm older, I get
Get
it.
Kids on tippy toes.
I would like to
still
say
push
that.
I'm older, I get it. I'm older,
Okay.
I get it.
Well,
No,
hi.
I'm older, I get it.
I would like to say that I didn't get a choice in it.
Mr. Dad.
All right.
What if he did? He would adopt me.
Mr. Morgan is now Mr. Dad.
All right, go for it, Ben.
Well, hi, I'm Ben. Please forgive the actually matching outfit today. I was dressed as a character, so I didn't get to put together my monstrosities. So I started band in 6th grade, and I started marching band in 8th, so I did like the step up thing. And there was one moment I always remembered from my 8th grade year. We had Thunderbolt as our cadence that year.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really percussion. However, we marched in between, so we were at Wesleyan College, and there's like these two buildings, and there's like an overhang in the middle, and we had to march through that to get to breakfast. And as you walked through, the wall of sound from the drums, albeit, I'm not gonna lie, some things are a little outdated, and some things did need changed, and some things did do better change. It was definitely that first moment of, it's kind of like whenever you go to a DCI trip. I don't know how many people have done that, but whenever you get there and you feel the wall of sound hit you, you get chills. You get that moment where you're like, yes, this is awesome. And so I guess that's what made me stay for my 8th grade year. Then freshman year came along, and it got a little bit, it just kind of felt the same, and I was like, I don't know if this is for me. My older brother, Jordan, he did it all 4 years, and he absolutely loved it. So coming into 8th grade, I was like, man, this is going to be like awesome. I'm just going to go in here and everything's going to be perfect. And it's not, it's work. There's stuff you have to do, and there's stuff you have to accomplish. And as you go along, you accomplish those things. And especially last year, I've given a lot of speeches just for different things. The one thing everybody always says, don't take it for granted, but it's hard to not take it for granted when you haven't made it to the point where it's too late. So I'm not going to give you that advice, but just don't take it for granted, but take every moment you have here and make it your best. And that's not just here. After you leave band, before you even come into band, take every single day you have and put your 100% into it and make it your best, because it's the difference between putting your best effort in and just putting in a normal effort that'll make it a good day or a bad day. I don't believe in bad days just happening. Normally, I suppose there are circumstances, but I think any bad day can always end good, as long as you have the right mindset. So every single year that we had senior speeches, I told Mr. Morgan, well, not every year. Before Mr. Morgan came, I didn't have any qualms. But once Mr. Morgan came, every year after that, we had senior speeches. I said, I'm not leaving. I'm going to get to senior year and I'm going to flunk all of my classes and stay right here. And that doesn't change at all. I'm still going to flunk all my classes. Stay. But
I don't recommend that as a good
Hence
choice.
why I'm not adopting you.
Correct.
So
I'm the better
honestly,
child.
I don't think of them as teachers anymore. They're almost, of course they're still teachers, and I give the utmost respect to them, but I see them as friends. They're definitely a lot closer than you could look at as, because when you go in those halls, you walk into a class, you see a teacher, you can have a close bond with the teacher, and there are definitely a lot of them like that, where they become friends. And I think over here in the band room, I've made friends and I've made family, because it's not just, it doesn't stop at friends. Everybody in this room, I have a single band camp or band memory with every single person. I could give you one for anybody. And even our freshmen this year, I mean, just in 1 week, I made so many memories. So to think I've had 4 years of it, I'm by far the most fortunate. And I really appreciate everybody here. And I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Yeah.
I think it's you.
Oh my god!
Everybody's
All right. All right. Now that we're all in tears, up next is Mrs. President, aka Michaela Ford.
Michaela!
Hi. Obviously, I am Michaela, or the president, whatever. I've been in band since 6th grade and started marching my sophomore year, my freshman year. But I played trumpet until my sophomore year. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't play an instrument my freshman year. But I kind of feel like I'm saying something, well, repeat something that Logan said. My freshman year was a very dark time for me. I was going through a lot at home, and there was stuff I needed an escape, but sadly in the beginning, band was not an escape. I entered the band room and there was so much hostility a lot of people had towards each other. And honestly, I didn't think I was gonna come be in band my sophomore year. I didn't think I'd be able to handle it. But when Mr. Morgan came, like, Mr. Rempel didn't help. He caused a lot of problems. But when Mr. Morgan came, everything started to feel a little bit better. Like, we started becoming more of a family. And that's kind of the dynamic I needed at that time. And then again, at my freshman year, I was scared of everybody. So I didn't talk to a lot of people. That was a lot of agoraphobia. But this whole family dynamic, it really helped me through a lot more than people really understand and that I'm willing to explain at this point in my life. So I'm just so happy that I got to be a part of this and that I didn't give up in the beginning like I thought I was going to. I don't know where I would be. I don't even know if I would still be alive at this point. And I'm getting emotional. I'm just happy I've made so many friends. I'm done.
President! 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 President!
That means
Gavin, stop crying.
Don't do this to me right now.
Oh yeah, you're up.
no, it's not gonna get better.
Come on, don't get better, Leah. You're gonna be emotional.
Me all the time. That's why I got on camera so fast.
Aaliyah, 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 Aaliyah.
Hey. Okay, so I'm already crying. So I'm already crying, so give me a second. Okay. I joined band my 6th grade year. Okay.
You can do it.
I'll just do that in the background the whole time. Okay, ready? Hold on. Ready?
Alright, you're good.
I joined band my 6th grade year, and I was in percussion. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the greatest experience. So I made it to, what was it, sophomore year? I made it to sophomore year in drumline. I started marching in 8th grade. Made a lot of great memories. Honestly, everybody I've met throughout my years has made family. They've made a family. They've accepted me, and they've cared about me, no matter what's happened. When I joined band, I was in such a dark mental state, and they have, okay, hold on. They have helped me through so much. As most of you know, I don't have a father, and Mr. Morgan has really stepped into that position and helped me through everything I've needed. And Risa too. She's done so much. And I'm so thankful for everybody, and I'm so thankful for everybody in band for being there for me. I don't think I can continue. I want to thank everybody for being there for me throughout the years. GARD has really become my go-to family.
Oh. She tossed her cookies. Aaliyah tossed the cookies.
Literally.
Okay. I left drumline junior year in the middle of tryouts.
Accurate.
And yeah, literally, it was the middle of tryouts, and I came to Risa and Mr. Morgan and said, hey, I don't think I can do drumline anymore, and I want to try GARD. And they were completely okay with that. And so I went into the auditorium, and Risa said, you know, she explained the situation, and everybody was so accepting. They accepted me immediately, and I knew then that it was going to be way better than my previous experience. And it really has. They've supported me through everything, and I want to thank you for that, for everything you guys have done. And I've really grown since the beginning, so thank you. Thank you for being my family when I couldn't have mine.
Aaliyah! 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 Aaliyah!
Guys, we
It's your turn.
hot mess.
Carson, look at me!
I've had 4 times in almost 2 hours, dude.
Carson.
Ready? We'll do it this way.
Ready? Okay. Ready?
Oh,
It worked!
Can I win a person?
Nope, we didn't let
Alright.
asked person, they wouldn't let me.
Like,
Frick.
Well,
Establish
it was
the
at
number of
least
names
It
that
was
you know.
And listen,
Like, how many times are we saying the name?
all of them.
I don't know, Shelby and I hung over
How
that
much
last
share?
one.
How much stand up? Are we
You do it 4 times.
Okay, 4. All right.
You know we're band kids when we can't
We're very
improv
good.
and we need
Yeah.
something to go off of.
For real.
I don't remember. In
What?
what?
Because you went to Barrington, right?
Yeah.
7th grade,
You're my student.
6th grade.
I know.
What's the question? Yeah, you have, yeah.
Was that a point to like
Yeah,
remind me
yeah.
that I
How long
mentioned?
I've known you.
There's crackers in my
Peanut butter
pocket.
crackers in my pocket. Okay. Hi, my name's Carson. Hey, let's go, guys. Emotional support.
Hey, at least you're sitting in a good, comfortable chair.
So, when I first joined band, I was in 8th grade, and I still have absolutely no musical talent whatsoever. Could not read a music note if it was put in front of me, and my life was on the line. Couldn't do it. So, I was convinced to join Guard, and it was probably one of the smartest decisions I've ever made in my life. By far the smartest decision. This is my 5th year, and every year someone new comes in and just continues the family and keeps it going. Like, when the Morgans came along, I had already known Mr. Morgan because he was my student teacher in 2015 when he was becoming a music teacher. I just had an image of baby Mr. Morgan, okay?
Beardless,
Yeah,
It was
fearless.
a pretty big, yeah, baby. Pretty baby.
40 pounds less.
But, I'm gonna
I'm
cry.
waiting.
I'm gonna do it. So, my first year of band camp was miserable. Like, absolutely miserable. Didn't sleep at all. It was hot. We were at Wesleyan. There was no AC.
Oh.
There was no AC at all.
College, what the?
That's
We were-
Wesleyan.
We were all packed on 2 floors.
Yeah.
And there was no AC in a single room. There was not one.
We were told to bring fans.
And the fans didn't do anything.
No.
But one of the only people that were at that camp that made it functional and worth staying for was Brian. And it sucked earlier this year because we all found out that he had passed away. And that was a really hard thing for me. Because I just remember sitting in his room, well, not in his room, but the lobby of where he was staying, the room that he was staying in. And he just sat there, and we were all, at the end of the week, just all miserable and hated everyone and all wanted to go home. And all he did was sit there with his little cane and his drum next to him, and he played a song. And he all told us stories of his kids and when he originally joined band. It was literally one of the best experiences I've had in my life. And I really want to thank Risa, and I know I'm all over the place because I'm an emotional wreck, and I know that. But I really want to thank you, because no matter what the problem is, you're always there to help me. Clearly. But, yeah, I'm gonna tap out before I continue to ugly cry.
Fast forward.
Up next, as number 10, is Sarah.
Yay,
Oh, I don't like this. Okay.
Do you need a lead in? We got you.
Sarah!
Alright,
This is down at the computer.
My right.
I know this. I don't look like that. Anyway, I'm new. I don't have any stories.
kind of mad that Logan didn't convince me to join color guarding coalition.
Okay, hold on. You are stubborn as frick.
Good save, good save.
You did tell that story. Why did you join band?
Because Logan.
Other than because of Logan. That can't be the only reason.
I mean,
What's-
we know I'm
what's
gonna get
Why
it.
did you
Gavin.
Why did you stay?
Basically- Don't get me crying too.
Well, let's be honest. The only emotionless one here is me. So
Taking these off now. I absolutely love these people. Shut up, Gavin. And if you know me, I really don't have a mom. And Logan's been like my mom since I've known her. And she was like, hey, you should join this because you want to get out of the house. And I was like, why not? And I kind of debated it for a little bit doing tryouts. But once I actually got here, I figured out that it was really my kind of thing. And I didn't think that I could have a family like this. And I love it. Period. Exclamation point.
Thank you.
Love the punctuation.
Sarah!
We love you too.
I love how you found
It's like watching my dog bark across.
Oh my god! My whole relationship is like walking in a room and your dog's like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you so long!
That's me and Sarah.
That's it.
All right. Up next is Verbalicious.
Jacob is Rabbinicus!
Are you ready, Furby?
What? Ready for what? Hello?
We're on speeches, dude.
Speech. Furby.
Furby! 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 Furby!
I don't do speeches well. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
Everyone has had such heartfelt speeches, Furby.
Well,
If
mine's
you were
not
here
gonna be
earlier,
heartfelt.
well, just listen to other people have heartfelt speeches, and then maybe you'll get inspired.
It's Furby. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not good at giving speeches. I have friggin' caveman network or friggin' internet here. I don't know what to do.
Give like a 30-second.
Furby, we will
What?
sit here in awkward silence until you give your speech.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to give my speech. God.
Furby,
Ah.
listen to me.
What?
Ready.
What?
Sarah
What?
has been here for 1 week, and she just gave a speech and made people cry.
And I cried.
And she cried. You can do something.
Tell us why you're here.
I
Why
can't.
Yeah, tell us why you're here and like why you stayed and all that good
are you?
Why I'm here? Why I'm here is because that's the only thing I know how to do other than manual labor. This is one thing I